So, Chief, who are you?
Frank Adderley, and I am a product of the city of Fort Lauderdale. I was born in the city of Fort Lauderdale, educated in the city of Fort Lauderdale, spent my entire adult life in the city of Fort Lauderdale. Joined the Fort Lauderdale Police Department in October of 1980, where I was employed for 36 years. I had a number of different assignments in the city of Fort Lauderdale as a Fort Lauderdale police officer. And my last job, the last 8 years of my career there, I served as the police chief.
What do you do now?
Currently, I'm the police chief in the city of West Palm Beach, which happens to be a very good fit for me because it's very similar to my hometown, Fort Lauderdale, which is only an hour drive south of the city of West Palm Beach.
So, what does a typical workday look like for the Chief of Police?
Typically, my day of work here in West Palm Beach is we manage public safety in our city. Every time something happens where someone needs a police response, they call our department, and we have police officers that respond to them. When you want the police, we're here and we're available for you to help you 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Indoors is a lot of administrative duties that I have as a police chief because two of the big things is managing our finance here to make sure that we have all of the equipment that is needed to operate in the fields. So when you call us, we are available and equipped to take care of to respond to your needs.
So, when you were my age, what did you want to do?
Dating back, I always wanted to be a police officer. And I look back, and when I was a young kid, I saw police officers coming into my neighborhood, and they were doing great things to keep us safe. And I wanted to be a part of that team. And when I got an opportunity at an early age of 19 is when I joined the force. And this has been my career for almost 40 years.
What was your favorite subject in school?
My favorite subject in school was math. It just seemed like it was so easy to me because everything just made sense. 1 + 1 = 2. And no matter how you say it or do it or write it, it always has the same answer. So even if you look at multiplication and you multiply numbers, add numbers, divide numbers, there's only one answer because they all add up. And it just seemed to be a very simple subject to me, and I just grasped it very easily, and that was my favorite subject.
So, where did you learn about the job that you have now, and when did you decide this would be your career?
You know, early on in my neighborhood in Fort Lauderdale, I came from a very high crime area in the city of Fort Lauderdale. There was a lot of officers that patrolled our neighborhood, and they actually knew my father. So my father worked at a hotel on Fort Lauderdale Beach, and he knew all of the Fort Lauderdale officers from working what we call an off-duty detail. And most of those officers patrol our neighborhood. So they were very close to my father and our family, and they had this certain image that I just thought that they were committed to keeping our areas safe. We are obviously in a high crime neighborhood. We had individuals that was destroying the peace and safety of our community, and they were the individuals that controlled them. I was attracted to the job. I thought that job would be a good fit for me, and you know, here I am almost 40 years in this profession, and I think back of my thoughts then, and I was just 100% right.
Is there any advice you want to give to kids today?
My advice to every kid that's watching this is to learn everything that you can. Take advantage to read every book. Take advantage to listen to all of your teachers when they give you instructions on how to do things. Pay close attention to them. Make sure you understand. And probably the best advice that I have is when you don't understand, ask questions. Ask questions and make sure you understand before you lose that opportunity to educate yourself. So keep focused and keep learning.